Hello, I'm Christy with Clients First Business Solutions, and today our demonstration will be on ProMRO Acumatica using our shop floor app, or what we also call the Kiosk. The Kiosk is designed to work with projects or work orders within ProMRO module in Acumatica. This tool allows mechanics or technicians on the shop floor to easily enter labor time, create corrective actions, and even order additional parts if needed, all in real time using one tool. The Kiosk can be accessed using any device that has an internet connection. So once a job is created, the shop floor personnel can clock onto a specific task from the job by either scanning a printed task card or search a task by equipment ID number. So to begin, we will review an active work order and use a printed task card to use with the Kiosk. Today we are going to review project or work order 248. Click the task. And now from here you can see that we have two active tasks that need to be completed. In a normal setting, the shop floor personnel would already have a printed task card so they could go ahead and begin work. So for the demonstration, I just wanted you to see how tasks look onto your work order and how you would get your task ID numbers. But today we're going to go ahead and use a printed task card to log into the ProMRO Kiosk. So to log into the Kiosk, shop floor personnel can either scan their employee badge or type in their number. From this screen, you can either scan the task card or type in the number. You can also search tasks by using this button here. But to begin, we're going to go ahead and scan the task ID number. Simply hit enter. Now here you can see that I brought up my task. So once I do this, this will automatically start my time entry onto the job. We're going to click into our task, and from here you can see I can create a corrective action, create a non-routine, parts request, mark complete, or stop work altogether. And just as a quick note, if I'm working on a routine task, which is a task that was quoted to the customer in an original estimate, and I discover additional work or repairs which need to be completed, I can create a non-routine task. A non-routine tasks are tasks found during a normal repair scope that are defects and are related to the original work scope. From here, I can enter a non-routine task on the fly, and depending on your business requirements, the non-routine task can be submitted as an estimate to the customer or approved by a manager or both. So to create a non-routine, select the button, enter a title, and specific details related to the non-routine task. This will update the work order in real time, which we will review a little bit later. So once we have our title and our details here, we would simply select Save Non-Routine Task. And to go back to our original screen, we will go ahead and hit the Task button. To request or review parts or materials needed to complete the task, select the Parts Request button. Now this section allows you to search inventory to add parts, and you can also see the status of inventory needed as well from this section right here. On the status, you can see that this particular part number has not been processed. The items that we need on line 2 has also not been processed. To search a part number, you can just simply start typing the part number. Select Search. By searching the part number, this action automatically connected to Acumatica. From here you can see that I have selected the bolt. It tells me how many I have on hand. Now at this point I can add to request, or I could add to unserviceable part request. For this demonstration we will say add to request. From here type in the quantity needed. You would add your priority level. And say select quantity or set quantity. This now has added a part number onto our item requirements within the work order in Acumatica. Again, hit the task, we'll go back to our original screen. At this point we can either mark complete if we have finished our task, or we can choose to stop work if we needed to come back later, as in taking a lunch break now and we wanted to come back later into this task to complete at a later date. At this point, we're going to go ahead and mark this task complete as we have completed all of the work needed. So we would add in a corrective action statement here. Once details have been entered, by selecting Mark Complete, this will automatically update the work order line by adding your time and changing the status on the line to a supervisor, which is all based on workflow. However, using the task status workflow, this will not allow tasks to be updated if tools are checked out or if any parts or material have not been issued for the task. This is designed as an extra level of security or accountability to ensure that all work has been satisfied accordingly. So once a task is complete and assigned to a supervisor, they have the ability to reject the entry or change the status back to active or update status to inspection, at which time an inspector can log into the task and either reject the work or mark it as inspection complete so it can be invoiced. Before we end the demonstration, let's take a quick look into the work order we just explored and look for all the changes we made while working on the task. From the ProMRO module, select Work Orders, locate the work order that we were exploring. Under Task, you can see that our status changed from supervisor or from active to supervisor. It logs the corrective action that we entered in on the kiosk. Under Activities, for our task line, you can now see that we have a time entry logged on this date and by whom and for how long. By looking at item requirements, you can now see that we have our bolt has been added with a quantity of 2, and from this screen you can also see the quantity that's in the project warehouse. This will conclude our demonstration on the kiosk and how it connects to Acumatica in real time using one tool. And always, to learn more, you can call us at 1-800-331-8382.